kick off this week's previews with Baltimore at Jacksonville. Quarterbacks. We have the third best matchup for Lamar Jackson, 29th best matchup for Trevor Lawrence. So what's that, third worst? I have Lamar as my QB1 this week. I have Lawrence all the way down at 14. That's basically based on the matchup. He's in that land of middling quarterbacks here, kind of the high-end QB2s at this point. How do you see this one?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think Lamar is QB4. I think I have one spot below Dak. Yeah, it looks like I do. And then T-Law is QB11, but he's in that range where it's kind of just, pick your guy. If it's Kyler, if it's Tua, if it's Russ, it's Goff. It's just they're matchup dependent. And Baltimore's been brutal against quarterbacks. So if you're starting Lawrence this week, you probably are going to just have to drop his floor and ceiling just based on the matchup. So I would, hopefully your other guys are going to carry your squad because it might be a rough day for him. But he can get you by. He's a solid, QB2 this week.
The running backs, excuse me, 18th best matchup for the Ravens, 23rd best matchup for the Jags. My highest is going to be ETN, I'm sure, by a mile. It is. It's ETN at 11. I would imagine my next highest is a running back 3. It is. It's Keaton Mitchell at 30, Gus Edwards at 44, and Justice Hill somewhere even lower down, probably in the 50s. I can't find him. Anyways, I want to start ETN as a borderline RB1. I'll start Keaton Mitchell as a 3 and Gus maybe as a desperation flex, but I don't even think I want that. I think it would be a case like Mitchell. I don't even want as my RB2. If I'm desperate, I will stream him or use him as my flex. But really, the only running back I want here is ETN. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with it. ETN's the only guy you feel confident. Like you put him in the RB1 slot, you know what you're going to get out of him. Outside of that, you're chasing significant upside with Mitchell. Like his snap share has really never been above 40% in any of the games he's played. So he's just been a part-time player, and he's hovering around like 30 and 40 depending on the game. But it's just he's not getting a lot of work, and you're chasing his elite upside of athleticism to give you points. I really do not want to play Gus Edwards in this game. He was completely just written out of the game script last week. Like he saw those lowest snaps, his attempts, all that stuff just like bottomed out. So I don't know what's going on with Gus Edwards, but I really do not want you to play him. I'll take Mitchell as you can flex him. He's my RB24, but it's really just chasing upside with him against this defense. And it's okay matchup, so I don't mind flexing him, but you just have to know the floor is lower with him as well.
All right. Wide receivers here. Is Ridley on? Is he done for the year or just done for the fantasy year? He's on IR, isn't he?
Ridley? I don't think so.
Not Ridley. Kirk. Sorry, Kirk.
Oh, I was like, what happened to Ridley?
Kirk.
Yeah, they haven't put him on IR, I don't think, but let's check.
We're operating under the assumption he's done for the fantasy year.
Yeah,
I am anyways.
So testicular torsion will do that to you. I was like, yeah, I think he's in a rough shape right now.
6th best matchup for the Ravens, 25th best matchup for the Jags. My highest is going to be Zay Flowers for sure. It is Zay Flowers at 20. I have Ridley at 28, and I don't think I have – actually, you know what? I have OBJ at 32. So he's finally started to climb up in these rankings a bit. So I have a wide receiver 2, a wide receiver 3, and a flex kind of here, somewhere in that range. Maybe Zay's a mid-range 2, but he's still a 2.
Yeah, I like Zay a lot. He's a good, talented player, and he's their best player. He's running the most routes. He's basically not coming off of the field the past few weeks. So since the Andrews injury, he's had a 98% snap share, 94% snap share, 97% snap share. He is the guy in that offense you want of these pass catchers because he's been heavily involved. He saw second most targets last week, and he put up good fantasy points for you. On the flip side with Ridley, it's interesting. Without Kirk, I thought maybe it would work out, but it's just been inefficient. He saw 8 and 13 targets, so really I'm not worried about him. It just hasn't been efficient. He only had 4 completions in both games, so it's just been on the bad side of variance and luck. So I have Ridley as my 23, and then I have Zay 26. They're in that same range. I really don't care between the two of them. You're just splitting hairs. And then Odell's 35, and outside of that, it's you can take a dart on Zay Jones if you want, but I really just don't want to play Zay Jones in this matchup. So it's those big 3 that I trust.
Tight ends, 4th best matchup for Isaiah Likely, who is my tight end 12 this week. 25th best matchup for Engram. He is my tight end 5. So firing them both up, more confidence in Engram. Kickers, bad matchup for Tucker. Pretty good matchup for McManus. I am firing them both up 1 sec. I updated one of my rankings, so I'm hitting publish here. Just looking to see where I have these kickers. I'm sure they're both in the starting range. I have Tucker at 6, and I have, where the hell is McManus? I have overlooked McManus somewhere. I think I might have deleted him by mistake. Oh, that's weird. I had McManus all the way down at 24, but I'm going to have to change that because I have significantly more faith in McManus than you would indicate at 24. So they're both going to be top 12 options for me. I'm starting both. The DST's good matchup, allegedly, for the Ravens, bad matchup for the Jags. Truthfully, I don't want to start either of these. I have Baltimore at 8, and that feels high. I have the Jags down at 25, and that feels just about right. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm firing up both tight ends. Like these are, I
Oops.
know the matchup's not as great for Evan Ingram, but like he's been really good. And without Christian Kirk, it kind of works better for him because he gets to play the intermediate and stretch the field a little bit. So yeah, those two tight ends both locked in top 12. I think I actually have likely above Evan Ingram this week if I check. And nope, sorry, Evan Ingram's 4. So on that. Ingram's 4 and likely 7. And yeah, like I want the kickers, I want all of that. Like it should be some points in this game, so I'm all aboard it.